Hi, good morning, welcome. My name is Felicia Marie, and this is True Moon Tarot. Oh, interesting. I haven't even actually shuffled yet. We're just gonna leave that card out and see if it goes along with that. So hi, good morning, welcome. Like I said, my name is Felicia Marie, and this is True Moon Tarot. I have already recorded a message that I will probably post later today and have it scheduled to go up tomorrow, if not Monday. And then this one I will probably post to go up on Tuesday, if not Monday. So first of all, I just want to say congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. We have made it through another long haul, right? We have made it through another year. Well, for some of us, we have had to hold on to that strength. We have had issues and problems and conflicts. There you go. We've had conflicts with those that are closest to us, those we are possibly in union with, those that we love. And while a lot of those things are, yes, important, and yes, moments of instances in time where we can truly get over something and not let something bother us anymore, it has been a very difficult time. So first, right off the bat, what I'm seeing is for some of you, you're the ones tearing yourself down. You're the ones who you are feeding into your own doubts and your own lies that are in your head, right? You have you maybe have bit off more than you can carry or bit off more than you could chew. You have been overworking yourself, underestimating the self-care that you need is what you've been doing. Yeah, and clearly you know this. You've been seeing this. You know you're overworking yourself, and you know you're causing yourself more pain in the long run. For some of you, there's an emphasis on holding your family close, keeping your family closer, building that nest, reconnecting with those who are in your quote-unquote nest, right? And then we have a card. The very first card out was the card of completion, a card of success, a card of celebration. It's the Ten of Cups card. It's the card of being in union with oneself while also being in union with others. In order to be in union with oneself and to be in union with others, you're going to have to take to heart the things that are closest to you. You're going to have to kind of nitpick at the things that you want. I saw 244. The fact that we have two different nest cards here indicates that for some of you in your nest, there are negativities. There are things that you need to dispose of within your nest, within your safe space, within your home before you can truly move on. I saw 303. So we're at 244 and 303. Let me find it. $244 and what did I say, 310? So we got 244 and 310. But yeah, so some of you are stuck. You're stuck in the, oh, I've made this, oh, I brought this upon myself, oh, I did this, oh, I did that. The manifestation aspect of it, you haven't actually given time to acknowledge what it was that you've manifested, right? You haven't given yourself enough time to see what results occurred, right? Not just like physically, like what you can see, but also like what you hear, the energy around you, the way that it makes you feel. A lot of you aren't acknowledging that, and you're not celebrating the things that have come before you, right? You're not celebrating how far you've come in this journey. Okay, so for some of you, there's an emphasis on your emotions. There's an emphasis on how you're reacting, how you carry yourself, and how you interact with others. You need to have a balance between your higher self and your lower self. So what I mean by that is when, like, okay, so for me, for instance, specifically for me, I am manic bipolar type 2, okay? With that being said, I have the ability to be completely high or completely low during certain instances. Like now, for example, a specific instance, it happened when I was 18. Actually, I was probably about 17, maybe 16. I do want to say I have a video at the beginning of like when I first started making YouTube videos at the beginning describing some of this. But when I was growing up, my birth father was an alcoholic. He was not very forthcoming with his emotions, right? He liked to hide things a lot. And so I used to get triggered a lot. So for me, my dad, my stepdad, who is my dad, he does not yell at me. He will not raise his voice. He's gotten a little bit better at it as I've gotten older with it, as I've learned to not let it trigger me as much. But when I was younger, him and my mom could not yell at me. They had to stop spanking me with a belt because of the abuse I was going through when I would go visit my birth father with a belt. They had to stop doing that. I actually ended up having CPS was called on my dad and my mom because they thought it was my dad, not my birth father, who was doing those things. But anyways, so it's the overcoming of your natural instincts, of your natural urges, the way that you've been taught, the way that you've been bred, the way that you've been made to believe your emotions should flow. It's the overcoming of that, overcoming the beast, so to speak, right? To bring about a new beginning, which is our hanged man card. It's the card of starting over, right? Things not necessarily connecting from your head to your body. There is something specific that she says in here that I feel like I need to read, so I'm going to find that. 12. Okay, yeah, so I was on the right track. So it's giving yourself that moment of peace, of relief, right? To let yourself truly see what's in front of you. Now, the thing that's on here that I like the most in the way that they put it is he stays still, leaning into the position and allowing the blood to rush in to nourish his brain. Away from the raucous noises of the roost, he has let go and is at peace. It is in this silence he will discover the answers he needs to help move a project or desire forward. I like the fact that it says to nourish his brain, right? We all talk about working our muscles and doing all of these amazing things. But the reason our muscles get so strong is because when we do work out, there's constant blood flowing, right? Our muscles and our blood and our white blood cells and all of these things in our bodies constantly working in tune with one another. The only ways we really have to work our brain is stuff like this, word searches, Sudoku, playing mentally challenging games, right? Now, the way that they put it here is that allowing the blood to rush to your head is what's allowing this new spread of information, this new wisdom to occur to you, right? Because you no longer, you're not in the mindset of wanting. You're in the mindset of feeling, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But once you do all that, once you get the balance going, once you change the way that you're viewing things, not just physically, but also emotionally, the way that you carry things, the way that you interact with things, the way that certain triggers and certain people and certain words, certain emotions affect and trigger you, right? When you work on those things, everything's going to start to make more sense to you. You're going to be content with life. With the Four of Cups card here, the way that she describes it is that the crow doesn't care about the cups right here. The crow doesn't care about the cup right there. The crow's just here. The crow is living. The crow is watching, and it's peaceful, and it's waiting. Is the way that she describes it in that book. And that's really what you need to do. You need to be patient. You need to be peaceful. You need to be waiting. Trusting within your guides. Trusting that they're going to lead you down the right path. We also have the Devil card here at the bottom of the deck, so that speaks to your subconscious. That speaks to your, I feel as if that is specifically speaking to your fears, what it is that you're worried about, what it is that you carry deep within your heart. There are probably some things that you truly need to release and get over and let go. And I hate to use that word get over, but right now where we're at in this particular timeline, in this particular moment in time where we're at, we don't have time to dwell anymore on the things that no longer are. We don't have time to dwell on past emotions or past experiences or past traumas. Now is the time, now is truly the time when we evolve and we grow and we get enlightenment based off of the things we have experienced. And when I did say that, I saw 1111, so I just wrote that down too. Let's get one more card. Let's get one more short little message. What is another message that we need to know? What is a final message that we need to know? Again, have patience. Not just patience, but trusting patience, right? It's not the kind of patience that you constantly worry about. It's the kind of patience that you really don't even have to worry about you don't even have to consciously think about being patient for. Oh, we also have the Queen of Cups here along with the King of Cups. So that speaks to a possible union of halves. A possible union of your emotions, right? We have the Hermit card and the Eight of Swords card here. So for some of you, you need to go and kind of isolate yourself. You need to go and truly take into account and take into quote-unquote stock the people that you have in your life, the emotions that are produced that you feel constantly in your life, as well as your hopes and your dreams, not from just your half. Like, let's say you're a feminine, not just from your feminine half, but also from your masculine half. Not just from those two halves, but also from your higher self and your lower self. Because believe it or not, we're actually made up of 4 parts, not 2. Our higher self also has a masculine and a feminine. And our lower self has a masculine and a feminine. And in order to reach pure and total wholeness, completeness, one has to not only integrate their masculine and feminine with their higher self, but their masculine and feminine with their lower selves, and then also integrate those together, if that makes sense. That is the last message here. For some of you, you need to be more nurturing, not to others. You're great with nurturing others. You're great with caring about others. But when it comes to yourself, you don't put your own self-love and self-care ahead of the game, right? You kind of do it last. You always make sure that the house is clean or dinner is cooked or all of this stuff is done, and you don't give yourself time. Some of you are believing that now is the time to start over, that what your signs, what your guides, what's been thrown to you, you believe that now is the time for you to start over. Now is the time to have new manifestations. But your guides are telling you to just be patient, that there's people, places, things, there's people, things, entities that are trying to reach you when you're already at the top of your game. They're attempting to make their way there. And by having the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, you're able to control your emotions. You're able to control the outcome from you, which will in turn control the energetical outcome throughout everything as a whole. That one I want to say is the Six of Cups brings a message to take a break and remember a moment in time when you felt free just to enjoy life. Whether it is a trip to your own hometown or your favorite vacation spot, it's time to recharge your spirit. So they want you to focus on the new you. Focus on the you that you've become with all of this growth, with all of this development. Yes, there are things in our past that's always going to happen. There are always things in our past that are going to come up. But they don't want you to stay in the mindset of being in the past. They want you to know that you are truly moving on. You truly are being enlightened. You are gaining knowledge. You are gaining you're just gaining. I don't know. Let's pull an oracle card. Oh, interesting. Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. So learning to accept yourself, learning to not just accept yourself, but accept yourself as a whole. So that means like your bad habits, your lower self, you know what I mean? It's accepting everything as a whole. Infinite possibilities with another skull card at the bottom. So we have skulls of stars, which is infinite possibilities. And then we have the skull of flowers, creating through the ashes. So they want you to know that no matter what you face, you are a manifester, you are a creator, you are a child of God made in the like and image of Him. It is your duty and your goal in this life to enhance things, to change things, to bring about light and blessings, if that makes sense. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this resonated with some of you. If it did, please let me know. If you have any suggestions, again, let me know. If you would like a reading, feel free to email me. My email is in the description box. Or you can message me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I would be happy to do a reading. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day.